Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
That was a laser.
Christian Watson.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Johnston escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Second and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Johnston. Flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 4th down, Johnston. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Johnston eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, my.
Christian Watson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Fields. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the
really?
That's a job
Really?
well done. He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one is incomplete.
What is going on?
Quarter number 1. 21-0 our score after 1.
This shit tweaking. I'm lost right now. I don't know what to say or do. You overthrew him, hit the nigga in the head. Calm down.
After back-to-back incompletions.
It's like he's trying to throw bad passes right now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Pass
Yeah, just get it to him. Chill. Calm down a little bit.
Just shy of the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson on his
his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensues.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some good calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Play action. Fields.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive, Johnston.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Johnston. Flushed out right. Man open right side. It's Rodgers.
And he's marked out here just outside of the 20.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Toward the back corner.
Oh, that is a touchdown.
Not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
4th down. Johnston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, Justin has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields.
And he's going to go down again. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And the ball is knocked out.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a throw right side, take it in here to start this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses home or out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnston being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Johnston. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
On 4th down, Johnston. And that is caught. Says the side judge incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Second and 14. A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He's got a man complete.
Christian Watson is up
And
here.
they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They have the nice cushion.
On.
They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Johnston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
To throw on 3rd down. Johnston dancing to his left.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
With career touchdown number 70.
And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
You know, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
45 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Fields on 1st down.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
Quay Walker.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The ball comes out.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go out to the field and try it. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Johnston flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's Packers here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Off the play fake. Johnston, he's going to take a shot for the end zone.
Like most said, nigga, bro.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point.
That's literally my only target.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was pretty much the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.